Hey guys, what's up? Today, I would like to review the movie Rubber. Upon seeing the trailer for this film, I thought I had to give it a view. Since it was a movie about a tire that comes to life and kills people, I had to see how the director was going to play this one off and try to use the tire creatively. But about a half hour into this movie, I became extremely disappointed. Expecting an actual tongue-in-cheek cheesy comedy with horror elements, I thought there would be funny characters and funny lines throughout. But about a half hour into this movie, I became extremely disappointed. Expecting an actual tongue-in-cheek cheesy comedy with horror elements, I thought there would be at least funny characters and funny lines throughout. But everyone in this movie just stood around and didn't really say much until they were ultimately killed by the tire. There was what seemed like an attempt at comic relief, with an audience standing in the desert with binoculars watching the film, but they don't say anything remotely funny throughout the entire picture. I also attribute this film's demise to really piss-poor editing, where every boring moment was captured on film for what seemed like an eternity. I don't know about any of you, but seeing a tire roll throughout the desert for more than 5 minutes should be considered a cure for insomnia. I believe this film was trying to be a horror movie parody, and tried to make light of the fact that in most movies of the same genre, you really have to suspend your disbelief to thoroughly enjoy it. At the same time, I think even the shittiest horror movie tops this film, due to the fact that it will usually have some plot. Every character in this movie was also completely one-dimensional and had about 1 or 2 lines before getting killed. So, the hope of at least somewhat relatable dialogue or characters to keep the viewers entertained wasn't even considered. I can see the director of this film trying to experiment and make a unique movie, but it just fell on its ass. I wouldn't have minded if this film had been quietly released and shown at crappy art shows across the country, but how it made it to the big screen is beyond me. The older I get, the more I can't stand the artsy-fartsy movies where there is always more style than actual substance. I'm aware that the director is trying to say something about writing and the suspension of disbelief, but since this movie is a piece of shit, I find myself not really caring at all. So, all in all, if you want to see a movie that is somewhat experimental yet extremely boring, then by all means go see this movie. Or if you just shot up some heroin and want to watch something to mellow out to, then be my guest. But if you're an average movie fan like me, a guy who wants to see an actual plot in a movie, then they'll definitely hate watching this. That's all for my review. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.